friend Rob here is part of the engineering staff at Red, and he's been working on something that some people have found out about, and we figured we better start talking about it. This is an iPad application. It's running over a wireless link, and we can control the camera obviously from our touchscreen display here, right? And we have all kinds of functionality there to drive the camera. Let's take this down to a normal shutter angle and do all this kind of stuff, right? Okay, so there's all kinds of ways to get menus off and on, but wouldn't it be cool if you happen to have an iPad, because millions of people do, and you could control the Epic from the iPad. So if I wanted to say, if this was a few feet away or 20, 40 feet away, and I wanted to record the camera, I gotta hit it, there it goes. Now I'm rolling, and if I wanted to stop rolling, I would just stop rolling. If I wanted to get into any of the other sort of functions, I can look at red log film, I can look at red gamma, I can change the white balance, see how I'm doing that, right? I can change the tint of the camera, so I can basically set grades on the set if someone wants to see different looks of the camera while they're shooting. Of course, you're shooting raw, so it's not as critical in terms of the look that you want to go for, but a lot of times clients and directors want to see certain looks. Well, now they can watch this on a big giant HD monitor coming out the back of the camera. Remember, we're shooting 5K on this camera, so the HD is the low-res output, right? So, basically you can do anything you want. If I wanted to set really interesting kind of crazy color looks, we can do all that. If I wanted to go into the control of the camera, we can set the shutter angle here remotely. Oh, some of it's still, I hit it, there it goes, just wasn't getting it. So we can essentially control every piece of the camera. I can go into the red code, I can go into the, you name it, I can control it. Even the look of the camera, we can even get into the curves. You want to show them that a little bit? Yeah. Can actually do some very sophisticated grading on set.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right. So we can just drag the curve down and make it a little S curve that most people like to see on the monitors. So yeah, we can do all that through just the iPad.
So these are the things that people would traditionally do in post or on set on their data cart. Now they can actually use the sophistication of the system, and this is just one of the 40 or so things we're up to at Red. So behind me here is what you were asking me about before, the Scarlet camera. This is like the junior brother of the Epic, the 5K camera that's of course working on all these big movies. This will be coming out in a few months. It's the 3K 2/3 inch sensor. We've been shooting, we have a live working tattoo parlor. They're actually on a break right now. So we've been shooting footage here from the camera, and it's all working. It's in its final stages of development, and relatively soon it'll be to market, and this is sort of the indie filmmaker's dream. So all that stuff I showed you on the iPad application, that little piece on the back, that is the red mode, it comes off, and you can also control the camera wirelessly that way. So you were asking me obviously about some of the competitive logic of the different cameras, right? So there are a lot of great cameras on the market. There are a lot of good medium res to low res video cameras on the market. The Reds to date are the only true cinema level cameras on the market, digital cameras on the market. So the Red One has of course shot all kinds of big movies like Social Network and the new Pirates of the Caribbean that's coming out this summer in 3D. The Epics are working on The Hobbit and Ridley Scott's new movie, and among others big giant movies. And the big difference is we shoot red code raw, so these are not video cameras at all. Everyone else is basically shooting video. And these are high resolution frame making devices, so they're kind of like film without film. You have a massive dynamic range because they're raw. You have all this flexibility in post, and other cameras are good video cameras, but this is totally not that, and that's why everybody's using them, and why all these movies and TV shows have adopted them and commercials have adopted them, and it all seems to be working out.